Ladies and gentlemen, here we are. It is Hoop Talk, the podcast here for GM5 Week 7. We've got a lot of basketball going on in the GM5 so far, man. A lot of exciting stuff. Make sure you tap into all the old videos, see what you've been missing out, man, so you understand all the narratives and all the storylines that we got today, man. We got OTB and City Ballers kicking off. It's your boy Hoop Talk Nas, Hoop Talk Tyler to my left. Say hi to the people, man, and who do you got winning?
And today, I got OTB. I'm gonna be realistic here. I'm not even gonna cap. I got brain rot though, because as soon as you said seven, the only thing I could think of is 6'7". 6'7".
Oh, God.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
We got almost a fully rostered OTB here. Oh, Tyler's leaving already. Guess he's sick and tired of the bullshit already. Who would have thought? Hopefully he'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, cross your fingers. Looks like OTB's missing the best shooter in the league, and Luke Doyle. Looks like his second week in a row not coming in. Looks like City Ballers looks relatively full rostered here. Unable to control that tip, unfortunately. Two players colliding, ball going out of bounds. So it's actually going to go to OTB to start the game. As anticipated, ladies and gentlemen, we got Trap on Mello to start the game off. I believe Tyler's suggestion, when he gets back on the bench, we'll see what he says. But I believe Tyler's suggestion was that he was going to, that he wanted Phil to start off on Mello. Looks like OTB, or I'm sorry, it looks like City Ball is going a different direction. Good rebound there amongst the trees for Romello Bates, always hustling for those boards, but unable to convert the second chance opportunity. We got Phil Caldwell taking it straight to the paint. He knocks down the two. Tyler's doing the score, ladies and gentlemen, so we'll update as soon as he gets back to his chair. He'll take him a couple, maybe 60 more seconds. He'll be back here. Josh Fillmore, the best replacement for Luke Doyle you can possibly think of.
OTB with a 3.
Best bench player in the league whenever he has to come off the bench. Phenomenal replacement player. City Ballers firing on all cylinders here, knocking down 2 out of their first 4 shots, so that's a good start for them.
Sorry about not updating the stats.
Wide open look for Romello Bates. A little miscommunication. Phil and Trap trying to figure out what can they do differently on that next possession to make sure that doesn't happen again. I recommend holding your mic because you do talk low.
Yeah, I got you. I'm holding my mic because Nas says I talk low. Unfortunately, I have the voice of a child. Okay, I'm sorry. I just came back in. Who's 5 and who's 7? OTB 7?
City Ballers has 7. OTB has 5.
Hey.
Kevin
Okay,
Rulock
City
making his
Ballers.
return after missing week 6 of GM5 action, but he's back.
Back and looking better than ever.
Nick Choi with a 3-point shot. That's a very good skill set for Nick Choi there, being able to stretch the floor.
Nick Choi's great. So this size, I actually do like this against Keith. You're going to have one of Kev and one of Nick on him at pretty much all times. I mean, he's still going to get that rebound. He's still got that size, but as much as you could disturb him, the better.
I think one thing City Ball is going to have to talk about is their rotations defensively. Whenever a double team is being sent and Keith Clanton there has to be rotations to ensure that the next man is not just wide open for a pass, because then that double team just becomes useless at that point. So they got to communicate that and figure that out. I was telling the people while you were gone, it looks like they decided to go with Trap on Mello instead of Phil. Different than what we suggested on the podcast. I do like Trap on Mello to disturb the main ball handler, but I think the issue comes in place that they do still have Josh Fillmore. So you kind of just have to, I don't even know how to explain it. You kind of just have to pick your poison at that point, you know?
You're pretty much testing things out. My idea behind that was when we saw Rod defend Mello, he didn't start off as great as he normally does. So maybe there's something there with size mismatches and Mello. Like, for example, with Rod, we always talk about how, a lower center of gravity defends him a little bit better. I kind of the same idea with Mello. Maybe size is a good answer to try. There's really no guarantee. It is Mello at the end of the day.
Willie Nunez, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, top 5 shooter in the GM5 right now, not only statistically, but just overall mechanically. But that last possession by Phil, one thing, not that one right there, that was a good possession by Phil. But the previous possession, I felt like Phil tried too much for that layup. I think he should have just gone straight up with it instead of trying to draw a foul. He had the open lane there, in my personal opinion. But he made up for it right after with a good possession and a good layup. So shout out to Phil for making sure he redeems himself.
Came back and he corrected it. Listen, Phil's locked in.
Phil's playing a great season this year. He's having one of the best seasons I've seen out of Phil. And it's exciting to see.
Man, great steal by Josh Phil right there. He got such a clean jumper, too.
Yeah, Aaron passed there, unfortunately. Josh was able to predict that. Nick Choi fighting for that rebound. It lands in the hands of Phil.
Still able to secure that. Phil, I'm telling you, Phil looks like he's locked in for today.
I think you need to get Nick into the action here exactly like that.
I want to see them try to run something through Kev. Oh, there we go.
One thing I like about Kevin Rulock is his constant communication when it comes to the offense and defensive floor. Great take there by Rulock.
Great finish by Rulock the Ruler. We're going to make that nickname stick.
Keith Clanton is a force to be reckoned, man. We're reckoned with.
He's big. It's hard.
Foul on the floor. Interesting. I'm not a fan of that call. That's interesting.
Okay, this is what I was talking about. That dump off, but you have to communicate. Someone has to drop down. We are going to take our first break here.
City Ball has called a timeout. Talk about what they're going to do about Keith Canton down low. We'll be right back after this short break, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. We got 14-13. City Ball is up by 1 with 4 minutes and 24 seconds left. Good start to the game from them. As we've talked about on the podcast and as we've talked about on different or previous broadcasts, I apologize. Forgot I speak English there for a second. I think City Ball's main concern here is just defense. Is locking in defensively and figuring out what's going to happen every time down.
And I don't even think specifically just defense alone.
Good rebound by Phil.
I think their issue is effort. Because on offense, you see the same thing. They'll go for terrible shots at some point. If they can keep it locked in, if they can keep playing, defense for the entire quarter, for the next 4 quarters, they can give OTB a fight. They could win this. Like, I'm not just going to count the City Ballers out.
Yeah, City Ballers has the talent. One thing about City Ballers is when you look at their roster from beginning to end, and now we know they just recently made a trade for Ron Burr, who will be their leading point guard for the rest of the season, starting next week, as he finishes his last game with Lions perception today. You look at their roster from top to bottom, and realistically speaking, they have a roster that's phenomenally built in all aspects. The rumors are that David Butler should be making a return. Unfortunately, he could not get the time off today to show up. Let's operate under the assumption.
Man, great.
See, at that point, there's nothing you could do.
Yeah, that's a great attempt by Nick. Nick was the furthest back. Nick got back, recovered in transition to contest that shot. And, I mean, he doesn't get it, but
I'd say Keith did get position on him. I personally think so. But, Nick did a good job of contesting. That part I agree with.
No, but I'm saying he was far all the way back here, and he recovered in transition enough to contest.
Yeah. He got his hands on the ball.
Yeah. That's great defense. It's just better offense. And better offense will always be great defense, unfortunately. Oh, man. Oh.
Almost missed that one, but was able to get it to fall. Kevin Rulock disagreeing with the sequence there. He thought he got fouled on that strip. Good take by Phil.
Yeah, some disagreements on the. Listen, I'm always gonna say this. There's two refs. It's gonna be hard to catch every single call, and sometimes when you're uncontrolled, when you're going for a drive, you're going out of the way to look chaotic. People aren't gonna call that. You're creating contact. You cannot create contact always. It's not gonna be called.
That's not a call that you're going to see very often. I do agree that Phil did lift up the knee, but it's going to be very rare that a referee calls that. You could argue it is an offensive foul. There's arguments to be made there, but it's a rarity. You know what I mean? It's not something that you see often. But I agree with TC though. I understand his frustrations, but the knee went up for sure. It's probably
Hands on
going to
the
go up
right
again.
side.
Saw that?
Say it again. Hey, listen, if they're not gonna call it, why would you stop?
It was a little less exaggerated that time though. I'm gonna
I
be
think
on.
that's just how Phil takes his layups.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on TC side. When it was on him, that knee did go up kind of high. Good hustle there.
Like if Phil's consistently driving like that, they're not going to call that. That's his layup package. That's how he shoots it. And I'm sure these refs by now have recognized that.
No big man rotation for City Ballers today. Looks like Foots is the only player coming off the bench today for City Ballers. I didn't know Cedino was not going to be here today, but I was not familiar with Danny Moore not being available. I wonder if there's any backstory there. I know there's been some rumors of potential transactions being made.
Yeah, actually, I don't even know where he's at.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about his absence unless I missed it. I recall seeing the Cedino notification. I do remember that. They need to lock in here on defense. There's still another possession left to be played, and Phil did not lock in at all.
Josh Phil went for three.
You gotta wake up.
We'll get there.
There was time on the clock. You gotta be locked in, but that's our first quarter done, ladies and gentlemen. 21-20, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back in 1 minute.
We'll see y'all in a moment.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen, 21-20. OTB finishes the first quarter with a lead. Great exhibition by the City Ballers. Everything will be the same, all about locking in on the defensive end. It looks like they were slow to get back on the court. Referees don't give a damn about that. They're gonna inbound the ball and they're gonna make sure they check it up. They don't give a damn how long you take. Once we blow that whistle, inbound that fucking ball.
The issue with defending against Kev is he's got size and he could shoot. He puts a ball on the floor. He could do it all.
That's one of the best kicks I've probably seen in GM5, or at least top 3. That is a phenomenal drive and kick.
The interesting part is the other two might also be mellow. Oh my God, Trap! It
shot
is
by
raining
Trap.
threes right now in Sanford.
Trap is known for his 3-point shooting. Percentage-wise, he's not having the best.
Terrell over here calling for the tech.
Got a lot going on there.
Listen, this is the mental warfare that you see in basketball.
Feel a little upset.
Yeah, Phil is hooping.
Pluto over here over exaggerating numbers to make feel better.
One thing that you have to do right now against OTB, a team like this, they're gonna play pretty poised. They're not really gonna get out of their skin or anything. So you have to lock in as well. Trap wide open for three.
But as I was saying before, all the franticness started
Hoopla.
happening. Trap known for his three-point shooting, not having the best percentage season right now. But do not sleep on him. That man should not be left open under any circumstances. He's last time I checked, shooting 28% from three, but that is no reason to consider him as a player you can just leave open for three. That is for damn sure.
A lot of that is more just him taking attempts as well. He doesn't really get the shot attempts that he was taking last season. He's not shooting as often. He's not handling the ball as often.
I think he started the season a little slow, but I do think the last 2 or 3 weeks he's been shucking them up a little more often. And I do mean that in a good way. Trap is the type of player who is comfortable chucking it up. And you know, you want him to. You want him to get those shots up as often as possible.
Willie.
That's a good foul. Marquise does want to get in front of that man, though, but that is a good foul after not being able to get in front of him. That could have led to an N1. So you do want to get in front of him and follow him as hard as you possibly can in that instance, but got the job done.
Trapper shooting 34%.
Oh, yeah, probably from last game.
Yeah.
Numbers probably went up. Yeah. When I looked at the stats, it was probably prior to last
There's
week's
one game
numbers.
I remember early in the season, maybe game 2, where the shots are not falling, unfortunately.
So I stand corrected. Trap, I know you watch film. I know you're going to hear this. I apologize. You're shooting 34%. It looks like the numbers that I looked at were prior to week 6 numbers being inputted. So I was incorrect. I apologize for that.
35, because 34.8.
Yeah, you can round that up to 35. That is great three-point shooting right there. And he's off to at least, 2 for 4 right now? Maybe 2 for 3?
Yeah.
I've only remembered
I think
missing
2 for 3.
I think I seen him miss 2, but yeah, you could be right. 2 for 3.
I think that was his first miss, but I could be wrong.
Who? What'd you say?
I said I think that was his first miss, but I could be wrong. The one we saw a moment ago for Trap.
Yeah, I remember one for sure. I don't know if I saw a second miss, but I remember one for sure.
Great finish by Damian.
OTB is just a well-oiled machine. They just run a good offense. It's all about getting that ball in the middle or setting up a pick and roll and just getting cutters and flashers.
Oh, my God.
Chop having himself
my
a game, ladies and
God.
gentlemen.
And that was on Damon Ashley. Damon Ashley, I mean, he's not a bad defender. I don't think he is.
I have a question.
What's up?
How many players locked into the 3 position, like small forward, quote unquote, do you think are, I want to say, great players in the GM5 or elite in the GM5? Like, how many would you say exist in the GM5 right now?
So I guess
You
it
got
kind of
Rod.
depends what position. So who's the small forward for City Ballers? Would you say it's Phil or Trap? Because Trap is stronger, but Phil is taller.
I'd say that's a question for them, but that's take City Ballers out of the equation. That's why that's where my question is leading up to. I'm just curious, in general, how many threats at the small forward position do you think exist in the GM5 right now? Aside from Rod, that's one obvious one.
I think Steve Stacko, I do believe he's one of them, and I believe he's a small forward.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider him a small forward for the Lions at all.
Who would be?
I had to look at their roster again, but Steve Stacko is more than likely
Let's I think small forward's hard. What about wing?
wing. So originally why I asked the question is because I was curious, what would stop City Ballers from putting Marquise Page on the small forwards naturally, except when that big matchup comes around, right? Marquise has been getting a lot of flack recently for his defensive effort. Would that be in their best interest to potentially play him as a small forward, knowing that the small forward position could potentially be the weakest in the GM5 this year?
That's the thing. I don't think it's the weakest, but I do think that he should. I don't think that he should be guarding, guards at all. I don't think he should ever be on a guard. Kiedis has size, and he's not as quick, so I think you want to put him on forwards. I think you want to put him on 3s and 4s.
Fours are tough. I'm not familiar with Marquise' post defense or abilities. but I'd love to learn about it.
But how many forwards are really posting up? It's kind of just AJ.
Well, I don't mean post defense in regards to guarding somebody posting up, just playing defense in the post. You know what I mean? You're gonna be down there often, so you're gonna be a big source of the rotation on defense, a big source of help defense. You're gonna have to help on drivers, etc.
That's where I want to see him at.
That's a good conversation for the podcast, I'd say. I'm gonna bring that up.
I'm sorry, I didn't add a foul to the OTB earlier. I missed that. Reset that out. Great job. Hey,
Good shot by
you
Nick
can't leave
Shore.
him out there.
I wasn't
That's
able
not
to
a
finish.
corral. That's barbecue chicken.
I wasn't able to finish my thought earlier about Nick Shore, but his ability to stretch the floor, is great. Get Keith Clanton out there, because if Keith has to close out on him, that could be an easy pump fake and dribble to the basket right there.
I think that's gonna be your secret. Make it hard for him inside by doubling him. You're gonna foul. Yeah, unfortunately. There's still a size difference. It's just a reality.
We got a timeout by the City Balls, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to talk it over, make sure they can maintain this lead to finish the half. 38-37. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left here in the second quarter. We'll be right back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. 38-37 City Balls with a 1-point lead. We got Trap guarding the inbounder, Romello Bates. OTB got out of bounds there.
That's what? 2-1. 21.
Stepped out of bounds there for OTB, so Trap gets himself a shot.
Listen, Trap is giving me confidence right now that any shot he's taking is just gonna be good. Man. Again, great defense, better offense. 39-38. Oh. Kevin,
They're going for an offensive foul. Actually, I thought they were blowing the whistle to allow a player a chance, but that does make sense, though. 39-38, 1 minute and 23 seconds left here in the second quarter.
Oh, looks like Trap might have got kneed by TC.
This should be Foots' first opportunity to check into the game.
Man, he might have got a Charlie horse.
Listen, one thing I know about Coach Rob, there's a possibility Foots wouldn't see the game until second half because he was late. And one thing I know about Coach Rob, you don't give a damn how good you are. You're late. You don't get the minutes that you think you're going to get.
It's discipline. It's accountability. Hey, get him some lidocaine.
I remember with the Serpents, we had a battle for that center position, who was going to start, who was going to come off the bench, because we had two centers that were fully capable of doing that starting job between Rick Bellevue and Jermaine Johnson. Unfortunately, Rick had some tough stuff going on. He couldn't make it to games on time to warm up and practice with the team. And Jermaine Johnson won that battle decisively just because of that.
I mean, Jermaine Johnson, he's a great center.
Yeah, phenomenal
Obviously,
center.
I know there's circumstances here, but if he had the opportunity, I would love to see him back. If it ever opened up. But what I was saying before is they gotta get Trav some lidocaine. We saw how it worked last night. We gotta get a lidocaine sponsorship. That's what we gotta do next.
48 seconds. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Shot clock.
Good basketball is all about quick decision making. And that's, I think, what separates OTB from a lot of teams in this league. They are quick decision makers. They are not going to over dribble. They are not going to overdo it. They're always going to decide right then and there, what do I have available to me, right? It's your triple threat, right? The first time you touch the ball, do you have a shot? You don't have a shot? Do you have a drive? You don't have a drive? Pass it. It's simple as that. That's your triple threat, and they make that decision quick.
And that's
Did not result in any points in that last possession, but it resulted in a good opportunity to score. Nick Shore trying to beat the clock there. Josh Fillmore, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh man.
Josh Fillmore, ladies and gentlemen, beats the halftime buzzer there. 46-38. OTB pulls away. We'll be right back after 3 minutes. Make sure you hit that subscribe, like, and comment, ladies and gentlemen.
Back in a moment.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
Referee is trying to get everybody back on the court. Some players still shooting around. Buzzer went off. So I'll tell you what, we're going to go on a break until they decide to figure this out.
See y'all in a moment.
Oh, wait, referee's on the court.
Melo's trying to
Is
get
that
that tech for Phil earlier.
Yeah, looks like we're finally getting back into action, ladies and gentlemen. The score is 46-38. OTB is up by 8. They were able to pull away there at the end of the second half with a Josh Fillmore buzzer-beating half-court shot. We were able to get the shot going in, but we were not able to really get the transition itself, unfortunately. So we didn't play it, but we did play that kick out by Melo Bates in a replay there a second ago. Hopefully you guys were tuned in for that.
That's a rebound.
That is not a rebound. That's not how that works at all.
Wait, how's it not?
Because he never had control of the ball. He got swiped out of his hands immediately.
He had two hands on the ball.
You got to control the ball. If another player has his hand on the ball, it's not a rebound yet.
I thought it was just a steal at that point, or like you're going for a steal. They poked the ball out of his hand.
Nah, until one player has full control of the ball, it can't be a rebound. And if another player has his hands on it, it's not a rebound yet.
That's what I'm saying. When he got on the ground, he didn't have his hands on it yet.
No, he had it the whole time. They were holding on to it from the moment it bounced out the rim.
I don't believe you.
Usually don't.
We have a review system in place. Hey, we're gonna implement something new actually here one day. We have an idea.
One day. Don't get any ideas, TP. You don't watch our broadcast anyway. I've been hinting at the All-Star game since week 1.
We got two people within the team that don't.
I had to pull up to your crib to finally get an answer.
Hey, he pulled up. That's crazy.
I had to find your address from the phone book. I'm just kidding, people. There's no addresses on the phone book. Hopefully you guys know that. If you don't, disappointed in this generation. The phone book still exists.
Yeah.
I wonder if my name is in the phone book. That'll be dope.
You have to request it to be. Oh, man.
No matter who you're going up against, I just think running your offense through Keith is just the right idea all the time. It's just like he's just so hard to stop. Good move.
Great move.
Good move.
Keith is having a game. In transition.
And one by Romello Bates there. Gets the 2 to fall. Heading to the free throw line for 1 extra point. That foul's called on Marquita's Page. Page? Yeah, Page, right?
Yeah.
Thought I'd make that up for a second.
But he said no basket? If I was on the floor? No.
It had to be a basket.
That's why I was confused.
It would be outrageous if it was on the floor.
I think I misheard him.
Shout out to Romello Bates, man, for joining our fantasy basketball league. Unfortunately, by the time everybody sees this, I don't think there'll be enough time to add anybody new. But if we do upload this game early and you have interest, we have at least 4 spots available. It is a free league. You don't have to pay nothing. It's just for fun. It's just for basketball conversation. We have a pretty big community. Romello Bates is going to be our 16th member.
But we do allow wagers, side wagers, bets, all of that.
We do, and we might still incorporate some of the bonuses that we talked about for our paid league, just to give the community something to be a part of, man. What's the word? Like a thank you for being a part of what we're trying to build here. 16 teams, team owners, that's a lot, bro.
Yeah.
And coming from all different types of places. I mean, we got Juan in there. Everybody knows Juan from Pedro's Posse. Shout out to him for joining. He was there last year. Very active in trades and free agency. Romello is going to join this year. Shout out to him. We had somebody from Reddit, a random stranger we've never met in our life. He joined.
Yeah, we trust people randomly.
Shout out to him as well. So we built a really cool community. I'm actually really proud of that, to be honest.
You have to ignore what your parents taught you when you were younger. It's perfectly fine to talk to people online as strangers.
Yeah, man. Strangers are not danger, man.
Most of the danger are the people that you know intimately.
I'm kidding, kids. Stranger danger. Please don't talk to strangers. I'm begging you. Don't go into anybody's van.
Hello.
Yeah, Melo just got done doing some 1v1s with some of his Hooper friends. I remember seeing Josh Fillmore there. I remember seeing Lay. Everybody knows. What do they call him? Ref buckets, I think. I forgot. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up right now. But y'all, whoever knows knows. Everybody knows Lay, the referee. Phenomenal hooper.
Melo's in different form right now, though. You know, the extension deadline is coming up here shortly, and he's fully invested into basketball.
Turnover.
Great job. Great steal right there by Phil.
It is ref buckets. I got that right. Ref buckets.
Ball is defended, so we got a foul on the ground. Rebello.
Shout out to him. I don't know if he tunes into our broadcast. It'll be nice if he did. I filmed him a couple times on some open runs, man. Shout out to Ref Buckets. He'd be a dope player to see here in the GM5. Extremely talented.
We can get a team of refs at that point.
Huh?
We could get a team of refs. We got Jaylani, we got Ben, we got Ref Buckets.
No, facts. I don't know any other refs, though. But yes, facts.
I don't know if everyone hoops. I don't know if he hoops. I gotta ask him afterwards.
Yeah, I don't know his name, but there's a referee in the FBA. I believe he hoops, if I'm not mistaken. I have to find out his name. And he has some height on him, too. But yeah, we could definitely get a team of refs.
Actually, we might make it. Might get them some black and white striped jerseys. Call them the Zebras. Points with a shot.
Focusing back on GM5, though, we got OTB up by 12, 60 to 48. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Willie Nunez now makes that 63 to 48. That's a 15-point lead for OTB.
City Ballers have to take their time with these shots. These are not good shots.
Willie Nunez has been a man on a mission ever since he was put on the trade block.
Say it again.
I said Willie Nunez has been a man on a mission ever since he was put on the trade block.
This man is not on the trade block.
Trying to keep his job, man.
Willie Nunez is a professional. Any team would be lucky to have him. Damn, they are ripping right now.
City Ballers might want to consider a timeout here.
Don't.
Maybe
listen,
not right
take
now.
Take your time on this. Take your time on this. Come on, guys. Come on.
Maybe now.
The last three trips down hasn't worked in transition. Don't try it.
One thing that I do believe wholeheartedly, I think the addition of Will is going to make things very comfortable for the City Ballers. Now, the question is, what will the rotation look like? That's what's going to be the question at hand to figure out for Coach Rob.
I mean, Foots may come off the bench.
But he didn't start today. So looking at the starters that they had today, you know, do you bring someone like Trapp off the bench with how much he impacts the game on both ends? I'd probably consider that an offensive foul. But, I mean, I guess the referees didn't see enough there. But, I mean, that arm kind of extended. I don't know if you agree or not, but
Arm went up.
you saw it, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the lineup. I don't know who I would have come off the bench. That's tough.
I know City Ballers isn't going to be a fan of this, but I would experiment with Phil coming off the bench because I feel like he's just instantly an impactful player. And that's the timeout that we've been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. 69 to 50. 2 minutes and 37 seconds left. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. We'll be right back after this short break.
See y'all in a moment.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. 69 to 50. Players unable to figure out what's happening here. They were all on one side of the court for whatever reason.
That was actually a plan. That was a play.
All right, well, we got a little bit of disagreement there.
Wait, we just gonna keep leaving Nick open for three?
In all reality, I'm not entirely sure that's the possession that OTB is most worried about stopping. I think they've done a phenomenal job of making Marquise have a slow day because he had back-to-back 20-plus point performances. I'm not even entirely sure if he's cracked 10 yet.
But again, the thing with Marquise, I don't think that you could really make that game that much harder for him. I think Marquise is the type of player where he's either going to have a good game or he's going to have a bad game, and it's up to him.
In most
shooting is
cases,
so
I do
strange.
agree, but I do believe OTB is locking it in on him to make sure he doesn't get easy possessions
That's fair, but
and step into easy threes and whatever the case is.
I think they would have keyed in more on Trap right now. He's on fire.
Yeah, and they're up by 19. That's my point.
True. Hey, you're right. You're right.
You win whenever. Like one thing I
You're
always
right.
thought about basketball when you're trying to win a game, you're not trying to stop everybody because that's not a possibility.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a player that's gonna have a good game and get some buckets. You have to dictate who that player is gonna be, and can that player beat you? Now I'm not trying to say this in a negative way at all, but is Trap the player that's gonna beat you? You know what I mean? I don't think so. I think that comes from Kevin having an impactful game where he's getting 15 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. I think it's Phil being able to go out there and score 18, 20 if possible. I think it's Marquise who has proven to be
A flamethrower.
from last season and this season so far, their best scoring option as well. So you pick your poison. What are they doing? Nick Choi, he's knocking down some threes. Trap is being not left open, but being given more responsibility.
Man, that's a highlight. That's a highlight, I think.
And now OTB's up by 19. You get what I mean? So I agree with what you're saying, but I think what you're saying is what OTB wants to happen.
It's a game plan. I could see it. Because you are right. Kiedis has the ability to just get on fire. Like he's a Luke.
Yeah.
He's a Luke type of shooter.
He keeps you in the game.
Yeah. Those level of shooters are just the Lukes, the Kiedises. Like they just catch fire. Andrew Groningen, we saw him do it.
And that is the end of the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. City Ballers down here, 76-58 in favor of OTB. City Ballers needs to figure it out.
He's got to go on an 18-0 run.
We got some controversy over here. OTB not in favor of being friends with Pluto because he had City Ballers winning. We'll be back after this short break, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe, like, and comment. How's that going for you? We are
Pluto is
back,
against
ladies and
the
gentlemen,
ring
76-58. OTB up by 18, if my math is correct. Quick math has never been my friend.
It is,
I think
it
I got
is.
it this time.
An 18-0 run gets a tie. That's all you need right now.
A little look there by Nick Choi. That's something that we talked about on the podcast. Make sure you tap into episode 6 of Hoop Talk, the podcast, to hear some of our takes. But incorporating Nick Choi as more of an offensive threat, not because you want him to be like a source of primary offense or anything, but because you want to give the defense different looks. You know what I mean?
And I think they've done that successfully here today. This is the most I've ever seen Nick Choi shoot. I could definitely say that. Yeah.
Good stuff by Nick Choi.
He's skilled. He is a skilled big man.
Good game by him. But it's I hate to beat a dead horse, man, but I think it's the same thing. You have to get stops. Like, that's it. Get stops. See, like right there, that's just an easy look. Like you left your feet and let a man drive.
You got lucky he decided to be flashy with it.
Exactly. He could have finished on the same side he started, I'd say. You know, Kevin Rulock fits this team perfectly because every time he misses a shot, it's a complaint. That is City Ballers basketball right there.
Complaining basketball. It's just got to be a mindset thing. Their mindset has to change, and I promise you. I promise you, they will play completely differently if they have a mindset change. If they go through and they accept that, these calls that you want, these calls that are happening, you cannot control. You're not going to get them the exact way, and you just play within the game. I promise you, they're going to play so much better.
Nick
God,
Choi a little tired, asking for a sub here. Unfortunate situation to ask for a sub. While Keith is on the floor, you would want to see Nick a little longer because it could be offense that you can take advantage of. But I understand, maybe he wants to be energized against Keith when Keith gets back in the game. That could be the logic there too. But he's asking for a sub, so he's tired. You can't blame a player for being honest with himself.
yeah, I mean, he's guarding someone who's unfortunately at a bigger position than him, realistically. Keith has size on him, and he's a bruiser.
Good defensive play. We got a foul on the ground.
Let me get some clips. Wait, actually, I don't have to be silent.
We could just plug this right in and talk.
I might sound a little lower, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize, but I'm gonna get some clips here. I haven't been doing
Go
that.
for three. I just want this to be close. If City Ballers can't take it, I want this to be like a game where it feels like they really fought. And man, Keith is coming back in. Nick had 2 seconds of rest.
We got a sub on the play. We got a foul on the floor. Foul is on 0-0. Danny Nashville has 2 fouls back-to-back.
The issue is though, whether they're the right calls or the wrong calls, these are the calls that the refs have been giving over the last 7 weeks now. Like these are the exact calls that you come in every day and you expect. So it's hard to say that they're the wrong calls. At some point, you got to adjust to it.
Yeah, you got to be able to play through this kind of stuff at the end of the day. And I think that's just something that's not happening right now. It's frustrating though, so I don't blame anybody, but gotta stay locked in.
Yeah, just like if you know that you're not going to get the calls, why are you doing the same things? Why are you driving like this? Oh. I need to see Trap handle the ball more. It's fun. It's great offense. Yeah. Ketis for three. Oh.
21-point deficit here. Make that 24-point deficit here for City Ballers. 5 minutes, a little over 5 minutes left here in the fourth and final quarter.
They just get the rebound so easily.
You can already tell this. Timeout City Ballers. You can already see this is a game the City Ballers does not believe they can come back for. 95-68. 5 minutes left, ladies and gentlemen. We got Josh Fillmore staring down Pluto. We'll be right back after this short break. We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
TV with the shadow. We appreciate it.
Maybe our referee officials. Shout out to all the kids in here.
Who's playing next? I thought Prey and. Oh wait, no, we started at 10. What am I saying? I thought we started at 9. As soon as Phil shot that, Josh Phil was already across half court.
Good pass by Keith, man. Unable to get that to fall.
Smoked the highlight. Damn,
I don't
man.
feel like you have to do all that against Cleef. He's not really a vertical player. You know what I mean?
He's
Like,
not even contesting half the time. Like, I really want you to pay attention on drives. I don't even Keith put his hands up most of the time.
I never understand the confusion that certain players have when certain calls are made. Did you not think you touched it last? I don't understand why you think you did not. Maybe he thought he got fouled. That could be it.
If you complain enough, though, you could get that call next time. That's really what it is.
It's possible.
One more.
Nope. Let's try it again. If it don't work, try. Oh,
Okay.
City Ballers 2.
City Ballers with the lob, ladies and gentlemen. Apologize for the silence there. We got a little distracted. Nice little lob play by City Ballers. That deserves a clip. See if that makes it into our top 10 for the week. Trap trying to get a travel there.
You mother-
Keith Clanton with the classic minimal effort, maximum results. That's Keith right there. That's his model. Minimal effort, maximum result.
Keith, 60%. That's what we're going to call him. What's his last name? Clanton?
Clanton.
60% Clanton, because that's all he's giving us every night.
That might be all he has left. I
also
think he's
his field
about
goal
57
percentage.
years old, so I think that's all he has left in him. Oh, that wasn't funny. Oh, you finally heard me? That took a moment to register.
No, I
I
heard you.
thought it just wasn't funny. I was like, damn. Was that a bad joke?
I don't like ageism. You bigot.
Ageism? Keith Clanton trying to make a case for player of the week once again.
I don't know who I'd give it to. This might be a Willie angle.
Think so?
Yeah.
I don't
Not to
don't
say
know.
Keith didn't do much. I'm not saying that, but I don't think Keith scored in double digits.
I
today.
think. Oh, you're out of your mind.
Am I?
What? I wouldn't be surprised he's close to 20.
Oh, no way. Oh, wait, you're right. Yeah, what am I saying?
Yeah,
You're
what?
right. You're
He's
right.
close to 20 right now. He might have 20. I'm gonna ask right now. Let's find out.
I don't know what I was thinking when I said that.
How much is Keith have? How much does Keith have?
I can acknowledge, before he comes back to answer, I don't know what I was thinking. I can acknowledge that. That was...
Oh, that's surprising.
What?
12.
Okay, see? I told you.
You said he wasn't in double digits.
Yeah, but that's only 3 points off. That's not
Oh, that
bad.
is the end, ladies and gentlemen. 5 minutes, and that is a 27-point deficit for City Ballers. Referees called it.
No,
There was less than 5 minutes. I apologize. There's 5 minutes.
2
That's for the next game. My apologies. I saw 5 on the clock. It was 2 minutes. There was 2 minutes left, and the referees called it. That is a 27-point win for OTB. A well-rounded performance. A lot of players contributing. Josh, Willie, Keith, even Mello himself. We'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen, and who gets that player of the week. We got a lot of basketball left. Subscribe, like, comment. We'll be right back with Game 2. Don't forget to tap into that one.
Lions versus Prey coming in a moment.